Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome in to Southern Ohio Sports Authority's area coverage of Ohio high school baseball. I'm Dewey Daly, coming to you live from VA Memorial Stadium, where the Oak Hill Oaks are set to take on the North Adams Green Devils in a little interleague matchup here this afternoon. Still waiting on the umpires here. That's why it's currently 5:02, so we're already a bit behind, but I'd say it won't matter all that much as we have lights here at the VA, so were able to go past what most games would go. And there is a middle school game between, I believe, McLean and Unyoda coming up later. Obviously, we won't have live coverage of that, but if you're itching for some middle school baseball, come out to the VA for that a little bit later on. But for North Adams, coming into this one, 3-5 out of the Shack 1 for Oak Hill, currently 9-4 overall. Started off the year 7-0 and then fell 3 straight, 6-4 to Valley, 8-7 to Wellston, and then 7-0 to Waverly. So 2 straight league losses there, or I should say 2 losses out of 3 losses that were in the league there for Oak Hill. And 1-2 straight against South Webster and Alexander, and then most recently this past Monday falling 4-0 to Menford. So now I believe something in 3, I think 8-3 or 7-3 overall in the SOC2. And if you look at the standings for the SOC2, which I don't currently have pulled up, I know the top, I can't remember how many teams are in the SOC2, so I can't say the top half, but the top 4 or 5 teams in the league standings are all within a game or 2 of each other. So throughout the first half of this league season, it's really been neck and neck for first place overall in the SOC2. Starting lineup today, well, we'll start with the visiting Oak Hill Oaks as they are representing the home team this afternoon here at the VA. Well, actually, we'll start with North Adams since they're hitting first. I'll go through their batting lineup, and then we'll flip over to Oak Hill in the bottom half of the first inning. Leading things off here for North Adams will be the shortstop, Caleb Rothwell, followed by the right fielder, Tyler Reed. Then it'll be the catcher, number 3, Connor Roden. The first baseman, number 52, Nathan Sparks. The left fielder, number 16, Easton Dalton. And the designated hitter, number 23, Landon Swain. He'll be batting for the second baseman, number 7, Kelby Moore. And then 7, 8, 9 for the Green Devils will be the third baseman, Logan Schubert, the pitcher, Ethan Taylor, and then the center fielder, Asher Young. In the field for the Oaks here this afternoon, we'll start in the outfield, number 8, Braylon Witt. In center field, number 10, Andy Meldick. In right field, number 9, Lane Swingle. Now into the infield at third base, number 5, Gavin Howell. At shortstop, number 6, Rylan Sams. At second base, number 4, Nate Clutters. Over at first base, number 21, pull this up down here. Apologies there for the early technical difficulties this afternoon. Seemed like as soon as the first pitch was thrown, we immediately had some issues, but I believe we're all squared away now as this one lifted to the right side. Moving over is Anteby. That is in fair territory. It gets down for a base hit. Throw to the shortstop at second base to Sams is good to retire Rothwell. So now one down for the Oaks as we get everything figured out here up in the booth.
The catcher, number 3, Connor Roden.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Connor Roden, with one down, a man aboard. Tyler Reed reaching. We'll give it a single, as in theory nobody ever touched the ball before it hit the ground, and by description that is a single. So Reed now on the move to second base. He's in there with a stolen base, looking to advance to third on the throw to center field, diving head first and in. This one gets past the third baseman Howell. Reed will stay put at third. So a stolen base to second, then advances on the throwing error by the catcher, Abilene. One the count to the batter, Roden. Chance to bring home a run here in the top half of the first inning. Count is now 2-1. Two-one pitch finds the outside corner now, evened up at 2-2. Once again, count is at 2-2. Chance for Roden to bring home a runner. Count is now full 3-2. On deck for the Green Devils will be the first baseman, Nathan Parks, followed by the left fielder, Easton Dalton. From the stretch, here's Davis with the payoff pitch. Down on strikes is Roden, now 2 gone.
First baseman, number 52, Nathan Parks.
Two down now with the go-ahead run 90 feet away at third base for the first baseman, Nathan Parks. First pitch swinging and foul. Count is at 0 balls, 1 strike. On the season, Parks a 176 hitter. The 0-1 pitch a little bit upstairs, evened up at 1-1. A 176 batting average, however, a 400 on base percentage, so Parks typically does a pretty good job at getting on base. Here's the 1-1 pitch, a liner right back up the middle. That'll get down for an RBI single for the cleanup man, Nathan Parks. Now North Adams out in front 1-0.
The left fielder, number 16, Easton Dalton.
So a 2-out RBI single for Nathan Parks. That'll now bring up Easton Dalton with 2 down and 1 man aboard over at first base. Parks' 4th RBI on the season. Here's the 0-1. For the left fielder, Easton Dalton, a 200 hitter on the year, 385 on base percentage. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Here's Davis with the 1-2 pitch downstairs, evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. First inning, 1-0 lead here for the Green Devils. 2-2 pitch is fouled off down the third baseline, so we'll try the 2-2 pitch again. Mason Davis trying to get out of this inning without allowing any more runs. Keep it a 1-0 game in favor of the Green Devils. The 2-2 pitch just misses the zone. Count is now full. Expect Parks to be on the move here on Davis's first move as they full count and 2 outs. There's not really anywhere he can go as this one is lifted into shallow left field. Moving in is Witt, who makes the underhanded catch for the third out of the inning. A 1-0 first inning lead for the Green Devils. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
A first inning 1-0 lead thanks to the cleanup man Dalton in center field, number 2 Asher Young. In right field, number 25, Tyler Reed. Now into the infield at third base, number 14, Logan Schubert. At shortstop, number 22, Caleb Rothwell, the only returning Shack All-League team member from a season ago. At second base, number 7, Kelby Moore. Over at first base, the reason North Adams is out in front, number 52, Nathan Sparks. And behind the plate for North Adams this afternoon will be number 3, Connor Roden, and once again on the mound, number 15, Ethan Taylor. We'll quickly go through the batting order here for Oak Hill. Leading things off will be number 5, the third baseman, Gavin Howell, followed by the center fielder, number 10, Andy Meldick, then the shortstop, number 6, Rylan Sams, followed by Joseph Antaby. Then in the 5 hole, number 9, the right fielder, Lane Swingle, followed by number 4, Nate Clutters in the 6 hole, and then the final 3 for Oak Hill will be the designated hitter, Jesse Zachariah, followed by the pitcher, Mason Davis, and then in the 9 hole, it'll be the catcher, Eddie Avely. Leadoff man, Gavin Howell, a .206 hitter so far this season, 7 RBIs, along with 12 runs scored as the first pitch is in on the knees, 1-0. Oak Hill looking to reach the double-digit figures in the win column with a win today. Would move to 10-4 overall. Here's the 1-0. For North Adams, just looking to claw back to 500, 3-5 overall, coming off of, I believe, a win, as we went over a bit earlier. A 6-3 win over Lynchburg Clay on Monday, so looking to make it 2 straight here this Wednesday afternoon. Here's the 2-0 pitch from Taylor, is swung on and missed. Count is now at 2-1. From the windup, here's the 2-1 pitch from Taylor, a ground ball to the left side, fielded by Rothwell. Throw on to first is just in time to nab Howell, one away.
Center fielder, number 10, Andy Melnick.
Just by one at bat, I can tell Gavin Howell definitely not somebody you're going to want to field a ground ball on the back of your heels. Probably going to want to charge something like that the next time around, as Rothwell kind of waited for it a little bit and just barely had enough time and good enough power and accuracy on the throw to get him over at first base. 1-0 the count to the batter, Meldick. This one swung on and skied to straightaway center field. Moving over is Young, who can't make the grab. Bermuda triangle shot there from Meldick. We'll give it a hit as Young came diving in from center field attempting to make the grab.
Shortstop, number 3, Rylan Sams.
So with a man on and one away, that'll bring up the shortstop, Rylan Sams. The batting average of .410 so far this season. First pitch to Sam, a screamer to the left side, gets past the third baseman, Schubert. Back-to-back hits for the Oaks, has 2 on for the first baseman, Joseph Anteby.
First baseman, number 21, Joseph Antony.
So that .410 average continues to climb for Rylan Sams. Chance here for Anteby to possibly tie things up here for Oak Hill, or maybe with a gap shot, give them the lead. First pitch to Anteby is off speed, finds the zone, 0-1. The right fielder Lane Swingle awaits on deck for Oak Hill. A 1 pitch fouled away, and now Anteby quickly down in the count, 0-2. .0-2 pitch on the way, sent into left field. Moving over is Dalton, who makes the grab for the second out of the inning. Hard hit ball just right at the left fielder Dalton, 2 down.
Right fielder, number 9, Lane Swingle.
So that'll bring up the right fielder Lane Swingle now with 2 down, 2 men on, 1 in scoring position for the Oaks. Ethan Taylor looking to make it out of the bottom half of the first inning unscathed as the first pitch nearly catches a piece of Swingle, just misses him. Count is now 1-0. Taylor peeking back to second base. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swung on and fouled, I believe off himself there. It looks like it may have caught a piece of the inside of his ankle. Now 1-2 the count to the batter, Swingle. Nate Clutters awaits on deck. Jesse Zachariah in the hole for Oak Hill. One and two down here in the bottom of the first inning. Following a one-run top half of the first inning for North Adams, looking to make it out of the first inning out in front. Chance to extend that lead in the upcoming top of the second. From the stretch, here's Taylor with the 1-2 pitch, fouled away, so we'll try that pitch again. One-two pitch on the way downstairs. Both runners nearly halfway to the next base. Seems like Meldick was on his way to third and Sams was on his way to second. Looked like may have been a double steal there for Oak Hill, but both runners move back. No throw from the catcher Roden, so both runners remain in place. 2-2 the count to the batter, Swingle. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, line to the left side, past the shortstop Rothwell. Coming home to score is Meldick. He will do so standing up, and we are tied at one apiece.
Second baseman, number 4, Nate Clutters.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Nate Clutters. Same setting here, 2 men on, 1 in scoring position with 2 down for the Oak Hill second baseman. 214 hitter on the year. Ahead in the count, 1-0. Taylor comes set, peeks back to second. 2-0 pitch on the way is lifted into straightaway left field. Dalton moving back, makes the grab in left field. What a play by Easton Dalton. And that will be the end of the first inning. A nice play by the left fielder Dalton, still tied up at 1 apiece. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student-athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
So things all knotted up at 1 apiece after 1. Both teams finding quote-unquote pay dirt here in the first inning. The 2-hole for both teams actually coming around to score. Both 2 holes are 1 for 1, both with singles, and both came around to score on singles. So bit of mirrored scoring there as we enter the top of the second inning. Landon Swain set to lead things off here for North Adams. The rest of the due-up will be the third baseman Logan Schubert and the pitcher Ethan Taylor. And then a bit outside of the due-up, the center fielder Asher Young will round out the batting lineup for the Green Devils. This one sawed off to the left side, fielded by Howell. Pump fake over to first base is in time for the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 14, Logan Schubert.
So that'll bring up the third baseman, Logan Schubert, who takes the first pitch inside for a ball 1-0. Mason Davis still on the mound for Oak Hill. Pitch swung on and missed by Logan Schubert. 2-1 now on the batter. Ethan Taylor on deck. Asher Young in the hole for North Adams. Here's the 3-1 pitch, a chopper to the left side, fielded by Sams. Throw on to first is in time. 2 up, 2 down to start the second inning here for North Adams.
The pitcher, number 15, Ethan Taylor.
Oak Hill looking to make it 3 up, 3 down here with the opposing pitcher, Ethan Taylor. So after a 1-run first inning, North Adams and out away from going down in order as the first pitch to Taylor is swung on and missed. 0-1. Davis now a strike away from a 3 up, 3 down inning here in the top of the second. Here's the 0-2 pitch lifted down the right field line and out of play, foul, so we'll try the 0-2 pitch again. Like the umpire threw a knuckleball there back to Davis. From the windup, here's the 0-2 pitch from Davis, lifted into center field. It'll get down for a base hit. So Ethan Taylor able to break up the 3 up, 3 down threat there for North Adams.
Center fielder, number 2, Asher Young. Your takes place courtesy running at first base, number 13, Nathan Whalen.
Nathan Whalen, the junior, will come in to run for Ethan Taylor, obviously, with 2 outs. Don't want your starting pitcher to get too winded out on the bases. A good move there from Coach Meade. For Asher Young, only. Here's the 1-1. After Young, it's back to the top with the shortstop Caleb Rothwell for North Adams. From the stretch, pickoff attempt over to first base. Thankfully for North Adams, Whalen able to get back in time. One-two pitch on the way, a bit upstairs now, 2-2. Another pickoff attempt to first base is unsuccessful. Whalen able to get a hand back into first. Two-two pitch on the way from Davis is outside the zone. Throw down to first is not in time, so Whalen a busy man over there, diving back and sprinting back to first base. Really worried about him over there. Payoff pitch just a bit inside, so that'll be a 2-out walk for the pitcher Davis. That'll put 2 men on for the leadoff man, Caleb Rothwell.
Shortstop, number 22, Caleb Rothwell.
Rothwell led things off an inning ago with a leadoff walk. Takes the first pitch upstairs for a ball. Was then forced out at second off of the Bermuda shot from Tyler Reed that really nobody could have expected to fall in, but it did. Count is now 1-1. One skied to the right side and out of play, so now 1 ball and 2 strikes to the batter Rothwell. Rothwell, a .522 hitter so far this season through 8 games. .607 on base percentage, 3 RBIs along with 12 hits, 2 doubles, and a triple. Here's the 1-2. Hit to the left side, gets past the shortstop for a base hit. Coming home to score is Taylor. He will do so safely, so North Adams, a 2-out rally here, is back out in front, 2-1.
Right fielder, number 25, Tyler Reed.
Be honest, I didn't expect Coach Reed to wave Taylor all the way home, as he was touching third almost simultaneously with the shortstop Sams receiving the relay throw. But was able to round third and make it home safely. North Adams back out in front, this time with a 2-1 lead here in the top of the second. Fourth RBI on the season for Rothwell. Now Tyler Reed, 1-1 the count. Single in his last at-bat. Here's the 1-1. In the turf, moving from second is Young. Double steal here for North Adams on the passed ball. Rothwell is safe at second, so both runners move 90 feet. More of a wild pitch there than a pass ball. So now 2 men in scoring position for the right fielder, Tyler Reed. Chance to really blow this thing open here in the second inning. Here's the 2-1. Another full count here for Mason Davis. Connor Roden awaits on deck. The RBI leader for North Adams so far this season with 8. From the stretch, here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed to get out of the inning. And we'll head to the bottom half of the second now. North Adams out in front, 2-1. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Carlos. First time setting foot inside a tattoo shop. Second picture his daughter has posted to her story. Third check on his bucket list. And 4 years of cancer-free checkups at OhioHealth.
If there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Parmar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Parmar has it. Download the Parmar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Parmar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Parmar store near you now, there will be soon.
2-1 Green Devil lead here as we enter the bottom half of the second inning. The due-up here for Oak Hill will be the designated hitter Jesse Zachariah, followed by the opposing pitcher Mason Davis, and then Eddie Abilene to round out the due-up and the lineup for Oak Hill. An inning ago, it was an RBI single by the right fielder Lane Swingle to tie it up. Well, they at least then tie it up at 1 apiece, and then in the top of the second inning, an RBI single by the leadoff man Caleb Rothwell put North Adams back out front. And so far, that is where we stand here in the bottom of the second inning. Ethan Taylor still on the bump for North Adams here in the bottom of the second. Zachariah, a .258 hitter so far this season. Stepping into the box for the first time this afternoon from the windup. Here's Taylor with the first offering outside 1-0. Pitch on the way from Taylor downstairs. Now a hitter's count here for the DH is Jesse Zachariah. It's always the off-speed 2-0 pitches that tend to catch you off guard, so we'll see what Taylor comes to the plate with here. 2-0 pitch fouled away, now 2-1. We're having some kind of visit to the home plate umpire here for North Adams. Not 100% sure what happened. If I had to guess, I'd say the catcher Roden may have caught a piece of the foul ball there off the hand or off the shoulder. So just trying to buy some recovery time here for his catcher. So all positions for North Adams on the defensive side of things will stay the same. 2-1 pitch on the way downstairs, now 3-1. Opposing pitcher Mason Davis awaits on deck. Now a full count to Zachariah. Payoff pitch misses at the zone, so a leadoff walk for Jesse Zachariah. And that'll once again bring up the opposing pitcher, Mason Davis.
The pitcher, number 13, Mason Davis.
Pickoff attempt over to first base. Zachariah back in safely. Here's the first offering to Davis, just a bit outside, 1-0. Of course, the Reds already playing today. I believe a 1:10 start time this afternoon against the Tampa Bay Rays. This one inside 3-0. I believe that'll wrap up a 3-game series unless they're having a 4th game tomorrow, which they are not, so that will indeed wrap up a 3-game series against Tampa Bay. Back-to-back walks here to start off the second inning for Ethan Taylor. Now 2 aboard for the catcher, Eddie Abilene. Now have a mound visit for North Adams. See if they make any changes here. Once again, the Reds falling 8-0 to the Rays today, but in all honesty, with the current state of the team, that's really nothing to hang your head on, as the Rays probably, I say probably, but most likely have the current best record in baseball, as I believe they're 14-3 or 15-3. I believe it's 15-3. Actually 16-3 so far. I think they started off the year on
the catcher, number 3, Eddie Abilene.
I think it was actually a 13-game win streak, or 13 or 14-game win streak, and then dropped 3 in a row and picked up 2 out of 3 against the Reds, as the first pitch to Abilene is fouled away. So the Reds will now have a 4-game series in Pittsburgh against the Pirates Thursday through Sunday, before coming back to Great American Ballpark to host the Rangers. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 pitch in on the hands of Abilene with an 0-2 count. He'll head to first base. That'll load the bases for the leadoff man, Gavin Howell.
Third baseman, number 5, Gavin Howell.
So 2 straight walks followed by a hit by pitch with an 0-2 count. Bring up Gavin Howell, who grounded out to the shortstop an inning ago. Big chance here for Oak Hill to tie it up or retake a lead. First pitch is off speed in there for a cold strike, 0-1. After Howell, it'll be Andy Meldick, followed by Rylan Sams, both of which had singles back in the first. Here's the 0-1 from Taylor, off speed once again. A ground ball to Rothwell, flip to second is not in time. So nobody out, 1 run scores. Give that an RBI fielder's choice for Howell.
Number 10, center fielder, Andy Meldick.
Same situation here for Andy Meldick. Nobody gone. 3 men aboard. Ducks on the pond here for Oak Hill. Count's now 1-1. You know, I'm sitting here watching the Oak Hill Game Changer just to keep track of the pitches and the runners on each time, and they actually had Davis out at second. They now have fixed it, but up until that last pitch, it was runners on the corners on the Oak Hill Game Changer, so even they were confident that Davis was going to be out at second base. One and two the count here to Meldick. Now 2-2. Excuse me, that was Abilene now at second, not Davis. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Taylor, off speed in there for a cold strike. 3 now, 1 away.
Shortstop, number 6, Rylan Sams.
So that'll bring up Rylan Sams for the second time this afternoon. A single in his last plate appearance, now with a batting average of over .410. .41 pitches for Taylor so far. Here's number 42 up and in, 2-0. Cleanup man Joseph Anteby, who flew out to left field back in the first inning, awaits on deck. One down, 3 men on. Here's the 2-0. Taylor a ball away here from walking in the go-ahead run, which he does not. Here's the 3-1 to Sam, swung on to the left side, stopped by the third baseman, Schubert, although it bounces right off his glove and there will be no play. So all runners advance
Number 21, Joseph.
90 feet, making it a 3-2 Oak Hill lead. Just right off the glove of Schubert, didn't close it in time. It bounces about 5 yards in front of him, and by the time he got up to it, just nowhere to go with the baseball, as it is now a 1-0 count to the batter, Anteby. Lane Swingle, the right fielder, now awaits on deck. The RBI single an inning ago that at the time tied it up. Now Oak Hill 3-2 leading. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Anteby, swung on and missed, now 2-1. Ethan Taylor now up to 48 pitches so far in the contest. Here's the 3-1. Finds the zone now, 3-2. Obviously with one out and a full count, not expecting any runners to be on the move, but I believe I said that in the first game we did this year, and there was actually either a double or a triple steal, so we'll see what happens here. It's off speed for the second straight strikeout for Ethan Taylor, now 2 down.
Right fielder, number 9, Lane Swingle.
Big strikeout there for Taylor. Eliminates the sac fly or scoring a run on a fielder's choice. Here's the first pitch to Swingle, which finds the zone 0-1. After Swingle, it'll be the second baseman, Nate Clutters. And after that, it would be back to the leadoff man this inning, Jesse Zachariah. This one lined straight away center field. Moving over is the center fielder, Young. Did not make the grab as it was trapped with the ground, so that'll be a 2 RBI single for Lane Swingle, as Abilene and Howell both came around to score, as I believe Young either thought he made the grab or was really trying to sell it. And
second baseman, number 4, Nate
stood up and
Clutters.
showed the ball to the field umpire to no avail. So Swingle now 2 for 2 with 2 singles and 3 RBIs on the evening. Great start to this contest. On the move is Swingle, cut off by the shortstop. Rothwell. Throw is way off the mark, so coming home to score will be Sams. Advancing to third on the throw is Swingle. This one now quickly going in favor of the Oaks. It's a 2-1 lead for North Adams to start the inning, and even at one point it was a 3-2 Oak Hill lead with 2 outs, and then a 2 RBI single by Swingle, followed by Sams coming around to score on the double steal, and now it's 6-2. Clutters can reach here, the Oaks will have officially batted around this inning as this one gets past the catcher Rodin, and Swingle will come all the way around to score. So now a 7-2 lead here for Oak Hill. Bases cleared, 2 down for the batter Clutters. It was the 3rd out an inning ago, so we'll see if he can avoid that this inning. Two-one pitch on the way, swung on to the left side. Diving is the third baseman, Schubert. Throw from his knees is off the mark past the first baseman, Nathan Parks, advancing to second. On the throw is Clutters. He will do so standing up.
The designated hitter, number 11, Jesse Zachariah.
Officially going to give Clutters a hit, and then obviously advancing to second on the air. So Clutters now 1 for 2 with that single. And now back to the leadoff man for this inning, the DH, Jesse Zachariah, who fouls the 1-0 pitch back and out of play, now evened up at 1-1. So far, no movement in the North Adams bullpen, so as of now, we're going to stick with Ethan Taylor on the mound. Here's the 1-1. From the stretchers, the 2-1 pitch from Taylor downstairs, now 3-1. Taylor looking to avoid his 3rd walk this inning, 4 if you count the hit by pitch, which really started this inning off in a slump for North Adams, as it was a walk, and a hit by pitch, and then a fielder's choice for Howell. However, the flip to second was not in time, so all runners advanced safely. So 4 straight runners reached safely for Oak Hill to start off this inning. And all 4 of those runners eventually coming home to score, which is why Oak Hill now in front 7-2. Payoff pitch from Taylor is once again fouled straight back and out of play, so we'll try the 3-2 again. Clutters 180 feet away at second base. The 3-2 pitch is lifted into straightaway center field. Diving is the center fielder Young, and he'll make the grab to end the inning. The Oaks add on 6 to put this game now at a 7-2 lead for Oak Hill. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, brought to you by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
So after a 6-run bottom of the second inning, Oak Hill now back out in front. This time it's a 7-2 lead for the Oaks. The due-up here in the top of the third for North Adams will be the 3-hole catcher, number 3, Connor Roden, followed by the first baseman, number 52, Nathan Parks, and then the left fielder, Easton Dalton, due up third this inning. It's been 2 innings, 2 runs so far for Oak Hill, so it's not like they haven't had success at the plate. Just going to have to make up some ground here now, trailing by 5, as it appears that number 14, Logan Schubert, who's due up 5th this inning, will head out to the bullpen to presumably warm up for North Adams, as this one is lifted to the right side and foul. So count now evened up at 1-1. For Roden, this is his second plate appearance so far this afternoon. Strikeout swinging back in the first. Now ahead in the count, 2-1 here in the third. Takes the 2-1 pitch straight back up the middle into right center field. It'll get past the center fielder, Meldick, and roll all the way to the wall. Roden looking to make it a leadoff triple here for the Green Devils. Rounding third. Actually, he'll slide into third late for a leadoff triple. So after striking out in the first inning, Roden comes up big in the third with a leadoff triple. When it came off his bat, it was just straight back up the middle to the center fielder, Meldick, and it just started curving slowly towards right center and got past, but really just split the center fielder, Andy Meldick, and the right fielder, Lane Swingle, and rolled all the way to the wall and allowed Roden to come all the way around to third. I thought he was going to try to come all the way home, but then he slid into third late. Now Colin Toll will run for Roden. Not 100% sure what the discussion here is, as first base coach talking things over with the home plate umpire, who now makes his way out to the field umpire. I'm assuming they were just exchanging substitution information, although I don't believe that a visit out here to the field umpire would be necessary. So it appears everything will stay as is. Leadoff triple for Roden. Now Colin Toll running now at third. That'll bring up the first baseman, Nathan Parks. Parks an RBI single back in the first inning. Put the Green Devils up 1-0. This time a ground ball to the right side. He'll be thrown out at first. But that'll be his second RBI of the afternoon.
Left fielder number 16, Easton Dalton.
Bring up the left fielder, Easton Dalton, a fly out to left to end the first inning for North Adams. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Davis. It's swung on to the left side, fielded by Sams. Throw on to first base, off balance, is not in time, so that'll be an RBI, or excuse me, that'll be a one-out single, a one-out infield single for Dalton.
Designated hitter number 23, Landon Swain.
Now a man aboard with one gone for the DH. Landon Swain is moving on to second is Dalton. He is in there safely. Pitch was a called strike, so 0-1 the count to the batter, Swain. Davis delivers the 0-1 pitch in the turf and to the right side, now 1-1. One pitch to Swain. Once again, grounded to the left side. Throw on to third to Howell will be in time to retire Dalton, so Swain will reach first safely on the fielder's choice.
Third baseman number 14, Logan Schubert.
Bring up the third baseman, Logan Schubert. Ground out to short an inning ago. Now up with 2 down and 1 man on. Down on the count, 0-1. After Schubert, it's Ethan Taylor, then Asher Young, then back to the top. Here's the 0-1 from Mason Davis. Liner into right field. That'll get down for a 2-out base hit. Looking to go first to third here is Swain. Throw to third is not in time. Gets past the third baseman. Swain will remain put.
The pitcher, number 15, Ethan Taylor.
So Schubert now 1 for 2 this afternoon with that single. Bring up Ethan Taylor, who had a single an inning ago, eventually came around to score. Looks like we'll have another pinch runner here for the Green Devils as Nathan Whalen once again comes in to run for North Adams. This time
Nathan Whalen
for the third baseman, Schubert. Now runners on the corners with 2 gone here for the pitcher, Ethan Taylor. Chance to help himself out here in the top of the third. First pitch swinging foul to the left side, 0-1. 2 outs. It'll be intriguing to see if Whalen will chance it and try to take second. Although trailing by 4, I wouldn't say that'd be the greatest idea. You really just need base runners in this situation. Davis remains in the stretch. Whalen a lead over at first base. Now At least was an attempted fake pickoff to third, a throwback to first, but no throw was made, so everything will remain as is. Whalen on the move to second base. Abley, a throw down, is off the mark, so Whalen successfully takes second. However, called a strike now, 0-2 to the count to the batter Taylor. 0-2 pitch downstairs now, 1-2. With Whalen's speed, a knock into the outfield most likely brings home 2 here for North Adams. From the windup now, here's Davis with the 1-2 pitch in the turf, evened up now at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Called strike 3 to end the top half of the third inning. North Adams gets 1 back. Oak Hill remains out in front 7-3 as we head to the bottom of the third. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
So bottom half of the third inning action, moments away here, as now pitching for North Adams will be number 14, Logan Schubert. It'll be a straight switch as the former pitcher, Ethan Taylor, will move over to third. So a third base pitcher flip here for North Adams in the bottom half of the third inning. Due up here for Oak Hill will be number 13, Mason Davis, followed by the catcher, Eddie Abley. And then it's back to the top of the lineup with the third baseman, Gavin Howell. And that is the Mighty Oak due up here in the bottom of the third. Out in front, 7-3 after a 6-run bottom of the second, which is a clear indicator of why they're out in front 7-3. Although, you know, for North Adams, they've scored a run every inning, so they're really not struggling at the plate. It's just going to be tough to make up ground here, down 7-3.
Number 13, Mason Davis.
So junior Logan Schubert now on the mound for North Adams here in the bottom of the third. Here's the first offering to Davis, up and in, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch to Davis is swung on and lifted to left field over the head of the left fielder, Dalton. It'll be extra bases for Davis as he rounds second and will stand up, rounds first and will stand up at second for a leadoff double for Oak Hill. So after being walked back in the second inning, after being walked in the...
Your pitch, please. Courtesy running at second base, number 8.
Right, an inning ago.
Braylon Witt
leads things off with a triple as Oak Hill batted around last inning, so we'll see what happens here. Abley hit by pitch in his last plate appearance, nearly hit by pitch once again here as the off-speed pitch gets away from Schubert and is up over the shoulders of Abley. Runner in scoring position, nobody gone here. 1-0 pitch is swung on and fouled down the third base side. Now evened up at 1-1. Top of the lineup, and Gavin Howell waits on deck. Here's the 1-1 from Schubert. We have time called. No, we have a balk on the pitcher Schubert, so that'll allow Davis to advance 90 feet to third. Without paying much attention, I would assume it was because he didn't come set, as that's probably the most common cause of a balk at the high school levels. The 1-1 pitch is fouled straight back, now 1-2. From the stretch, here's the 1-2 pitch from Schubert upstairs, evens it up at 2-2. Two pitch on the way, off speed, fouled down the left side of the field, just barely fouled down the third base side. So we'll try the 2-2 pitch once again right here as it's upstairs, now full at 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way from Schubert. A cold strike three, just catches the outside corner, now one away.
Third base, number 5, Gavin Howell.
First pitch to Howell is lifted into straightaway right field. Moving over is Reed. He'll make the grab for the second out of the inning. Tagging from third is Davis, and he will do so safely. Lead is now up to 5 for Oak Hill.
Center fielder, number 10, Andy Melnick.
Howell now 0 for 2, however, 2 RBIs so far this afternoon. First pitch swinging is Meldick, fielded by Rothwell. Throw on to first is in time to get out of the inning. We'll head to the fourth. Oak Hill out in front, 8-3. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Michelle and her dad. Decades of dares. 1 month of learning to jump. First day doing it solo. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at OhioHealth.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at SOSAOhio.com.
Top of the fourth inning, just moments away here from historic VA Memorial Stadium. Leading things off will be the center fielder, Asher Young. Then it's back to the top with the shortstop, Caleb Rothwell, followed by the right fielder, Tyler Reed. And that is the North Adams do-up here in the top of the fourth inning. It appears Mason Davis still on the mound, as he is for Oak Hill. Everything else appears to have remained the same for the defensive front of Oak Hill.
Leading off the top of the fourth with the Green Devils, the center fielder, number 2, Asher Young.
Oak Hill gets one back with the Gavin Howell sac fly back in the third. So the lead is back up to 5 for Oak Hill. North Adams will look to claw back here in the fourth. Squaring around to bunt is Young, and it is fouled on the third base line, so he'll come back with an 0-1 count. Coming up next for both of these teams, both scheduled to play tomorrow afternoon. For North Adams, as Young lifts this one into straightaway center field. Moving over is the center fielder, Meldick, and he'll make the grab to retire Young for the first out of the inning.
Shortstop, number 22, Caleb.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Caleb Rothwell, for the third time in the contest. 1 for 1 with a walk in the first, and then had a single a couple innings ago in the second. First pitch swing, a liner into the left center field gap. It'll be ran down by Meldick, so 2 batters, 2 flyouts to center field. That one not quite as easy as the first one for Meldick. Now 2 down for Oak Hill.
Number 25, the right fielder, Tyler Reed.
So that'll bring up the right fielder, Tyler Reed. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored back in the first. But tomorrow evening for North Adams, they'll take on West Union in a home contest. That'll, or at least scheduled to start at 5 o'clock. For Oak Hill, they'll once again have a home affair against River Valley. The 2-1 pitch from Davis catches the outside corner, now 2-2. From the windup, here's the 2-2 pitch just a bit outside. Count is now full at 3-2. Davis now up to 80 pitches this afternoon. This one right here, number 81. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Once again, here's the payoff pitch from Davis. Off speed, fouled away by Reed. Staying alive here with 2 down on the top of the fourth. Pitch lifted into center field. Moving over is Meldick, and he makes all 3 grabs for all 3 outs this inning. 3 up, 3 down. The Green Devils go down in order. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Oak Hill still out in front 8-3. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
Carlos. First time setting foot inside a tattoo shop. Second picture his daughter has posted to her story. Third check on his bucket list. And 4 years of cancer-free checkups at OhioHealth.
If there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par Mar has it. Download the Par Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Still an 8-3 lead here as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning here at the VA, home of the Chillicothe Paints, who look to embark on their 30th season as a ball club this upcoming season. Opening day, I believe, on June 1st. I believe they travel to Lafayette for opening day, and then on June 2nd they come back to Chillicothe for the home opener against Champion City. And I think that's a 2-game set. And then I think they travel to Champion City for another 2-game set. If you've ever taken a look at the Prospect League schedule, it's very, very based on what division you're in, meaning you play, normally it's 60 games, but I believe this year it's 56, and the divisions are made up of 4 teams, and I'd say 45 to 50 of those 60 games are against teams in your division. So you pretty much spend 50 out of 60 games playing 3 teams, and you just go back and forth all summer long. And you squeeze in a few non-divisional games along the way, but it's not too many. And for the Paints, I know it's Champion City, Lafayette, and maybe West Virginia. So it's not West Virginia, but I believe the first 2, where I'm drawing a blank on the third team in the Ohio, I think it's the Ohio River Valley division for the Paints. Nonetheless, the due-up here for Oak Hill will be the shortstop, Ryland Sams, followed by the first baseman, Joseph Anteby. As third pitch swinging here is Sams, a ground ball to Taylor, who makes the throw over to first base for the first out of the inning, and then Lane Swingle will round out the due-up for Oak Hill.
First baseman, number 21, Joseph Anteby.
Well, I believe Johnstown was the 4th team in the River Valley division with the Paints. So first pitch swinging to the left side and through the infield for a 1-out single is Joseph Anteby. First knock of the afternoon, now 1 for 3.
Right fielder, number 9, Lane Swingle.
But more or less you spend about 85 to 90% of your summer as a Prospect League, or I should say as a Chillicothe Paint, playing the likes of the Lafayette Aviators, the Champion City Kings, and the Johnstown Mill Rats, and then there's a couple others squeezed in there along the way. Like I know last season, I think they traveled to Illinois to take on the Pistol Shrimp, which another reason to look at the Prospect League schedule and just the teams is some of the names are just, actually there is, I believe the thing is on here, the River Dragons, the Catfish, the O'Fallon Hoots, the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes, as the first pitch to Swingle is out of the zone, 1-0. Then you have the Danville Dans, the Illinois Valley Pistol Shrimp, the Normal Corn Belters, This one a one-hopper right back to the pitcher. Schubert throw to second is in time to get the lead runner. Throw to first is not in time, so Swingle will reach on a fielder's choice. Oh, and I believe the Thrillville Thrill-Billy is the most recent addition to the Prospect League. There's been, and the Clinton Lumber Kings is another team as well. I believe in the last 2 years there's been 3 or 4 expansion teams added to the Prospect League, so it just keeps growing as the years go on. Eventually, I think originating in 2008, the Paint's one of the original charter members, and since then has grown to, I believe, right around 20 teams overall, 18 or 19. I believe it's 18. If you're not familiar with the Prospect League, it's more or less summer baseball for college athletes. Stretches from the beginning of June to right around the beginning of August, as this one is lined into left field. Coming around to score is Swingle, but he'll hang up, or excuse me, that was Anteby. He'll hold up at third.
Designated hitter, number 11, Jesse Zachariah.
That'll bring up Jesse Zachariah with the bases loaded and 1 gone. First pitch swinging takes this one into the Oak Hill bullpen and foul, so that'll get down for the first strike of the at-bat. For Zachariah, he is 0 for 2, had a walk, and ended up coming around to score back in the second inning. So still looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Schubert. I believe there's a Prospect League team called, it's either the Rockford or the Rockville, like Rockabillys, or the Jackson Rockabillys. So the team names and more specifically the most recent expansion teams in the Prospect League just have some of the wackiest names you've ever seen for baseball teams, although really anything below the major league level, you even looked at AAA, you have some funky names, as here's the 0-2 pitch, a ground ball straight up the middle to the second baseman. Moore can't handle it, although makes the throw on to first for the second out of the inning, so that'll be an RBI ground out for Zachariah.
The pitcher, number 13, Mason Davis.
First pitch to Davis is off speed, misses the zone, 1-0. Davis led things off an inning ago with a double, eventually coming around to score to, at the time, make it an 8-3 Oak Hill lead. The 1-0 pitch from Schubert, bit outside, 2-0. 2-1 on the way is lifted once again, straight away left field and over the head of the left fielder, Dalton. Another extra base hit for Davis. And another stand-up double for the Oak Hill pitcher. That'll bring home 2 runs and make it an 11-3 lead for the Mighty Oaks.
Curtis running at second base, number 8, Braylon Witt.
Now for Davis, 2 for 2,
catcher,
2 hits,
number
2
3,
RBIs,
Eddie
along with a great day on the
Egley.
mound through 3 innings. Bring up the catcher, Eddie Abilene, who currently stands at 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch in the second, then went down on strikes an inning ago. Here's the 1-0. Gets past the catcher, Roden, moving from second to third is the pinch runner, Braylon Witt. Looks like Ryan Reed for North Adams will head out. Start warming up and stretching in the Green Devil bullpen as the 3-1 pitch is lifted foul to the right side. Count is now full at 3-2. From the stretch, here's the payoff pitch from Schubert upstairs. That'll be a 2-out walk for Eddie Abilene, and back to the top of the lineup with Gavin Howell for Oak Hill.
Third baseman, number 5, Gavin Howell.
Be the 4th plate appearance for Howell this evening. Still looking for his first hit, 0 for 2 with a sac fly in his most recent plate appearance. Abilene on the move from first, no throw from Roden, so now both men in scoring position for Oak Hill. Base knock here for Howell most likely would bring home both runners, which would make it a 10-run ball game here in the bottom of the 4th, which would ultimately mean that Oak Hill would have a chance to end things early in the top of the 5th. Which would represent their 10th win of the season, moving to 10-4 overall. One pitch on the way from Schubert is off speed upstairs, 2-1. Here's the 2-1. You know, in all reality, it really hasn't been much of, and they are out hitting them 9-6, But for North Adams, it's really just been the errors so far, with 4 errors on the afternoon compared to Oak Hill's 1. Now, I'm not sure how many have been considered errors, but a lot of fielders' choices have not resulted in outs. A couple flips to second. As the 2-2 pitch is lifted to the left side and fouled down the left field line. So just a handful of miscues for North Adams is heavily contributed to this 11-3 deficit here in the bottom of the 4th. Two-two pitch in on the hands of Howell. It will be a hit by pitch, so that'll send him to first base and load the bases for Andy Meldick. A mound visit here for North Adams. Already a 3-run, bottom of the 4th inning for Oak Hill. Looking to do some more damage here with the bases juiced and 2 down. Andy Meldick 1 for 3 with a run scored.
Center fielder, number 10, Andy Meldick.
Here's the first offering to Meldick. First pitch swing, a line drive into right field is brought in by Tyler Reed, and that will end the inning. We'll head to the 5th, an 11-3 lead for Oak Hill. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at SOSAOhio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries. That's SOSAOhio.com for the best local sports coverage around.
Are you in a bind and need an oil change right now? No problem. Did you forget to make an appointment? No problem. Just stop by any Glockner location and we'll squeeze you in and get you on the road quickly. Really, it's
A 3-run bottom of the 4th inning for Oak Hill has the Oaks out in front, 11-3 as we enter the top of the 5th inning here. The do-up for the Green Devils this inning. We'll start things off with the catcher Connor Roden, followed by Nathan Parks, and then the left fielder Easton Dalton do-up third here in the top of the 5th inning. Went down in order an inning ago with Young, Rothwell, and Reed all flyouts to center field, so we'll see if North Adams can change things up here, and they're already in the process of doing so, as Connor Roden will not come up for this at-bat. Instead, it'll be Caleb Eldridge.
Leading off the top of the 5th for the Green Devils, the catcher, number 3, pinch hitter, number 1, Caleb Eldridge.
Eldridge, only a freshman, so this will be his first plate appearance. First pitch swinging, looking for an infield single. Throw on to first is in time to nab Eldridge. One away, nice play by Gavin Howell with third.
First baseman, number 52, Nathan Parks.
So after Eldridge, the lineup will remain the same as Nathan Parks steps in. However, Cooper Roush awaits on deck, also a freshman, so that'll be his first at-bat of the afternoon as well. He'll be batting for Easton Dalton. Here's the 0-2. Liner into right field. That'll get down for a one-out single. Parks now 2 for 3, 2 singles.
Left fielder, number 16, Easton Dalton.
Well, never mind. I guess Dalton, after Cooper Roush was in the on-deck circle, Easton Dalton ends up coming up to bat here. So Dalton will remain in the game. He'll take the first pitch he sees for a ball, 1-0. If I had to guess, I'd say it was if Parks did not reach safely, they would have allowed Roush to bat. But since Parks was able to get on with a single, they decided to leave Easton Dalton in. So Dalton now ahead 3-0 with one man gone and one aboard. Take the 3-0 pitch for a called strike, now 3-1. Three-one pitch, a chopper up the middle. Sams declutters, throw one to first is not in time for the double play, so Oak Hill able to nab the lead runner, but that is all.
Designated hitter, number 23, Landon Swain.
Bring up the DH, Landon Swain. Swain 0 for 2 so far. Look to change things up here in the top half of the 5th inning. The first pitch to him from Davis is a called strike, 0-1. Davis now up to 91 pitches through 4 2/3 here. Pickoff attempt to first base, but Dalton back in time. Oh-1 pitch lifted into shallow right field. Swingle moving under it and makes the grab for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Oak Hill with a chance to end things early here with a 10-run rule if they're able to plate 2 runs, currently leading 11-3. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
At OhioHealth, you can see your doctor here or here, on this or on these. And no matter if you're over here, over there, or anywhere in between, you'll feel good knowing OhioHealth provides the finest care anywhere. Schedule care today at ohiohealth.com/finestcare.
Here at Glockner's, we know how valuable your time is, and that's why our priority is to provide you a quick and easy service. We will get you in and out and on your way immediately. So schedule your next service appointment at Glockner.com.
So Ryan Reed in to pitch for the Green Devils here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So far it was Ethan Taylor to start things off, and then Logan Schubert came in in relief, and now it's Ryan Reed to start out the 5th inning. The due-up here for Oak Hill in the bottom of the 5th inning will be the shortstop, Ryland Sams, followed by Joseph Anteby, and then Lane Swingle due up 3rd for Oak Hill this inning. Leading 11-3, as mentioned previously, would only need to plate 2 runs to end this thing early thanks to the 10-run rule after 5. So we'll see if Oak Hill is able to do that here, or if North Adams will stay alive and have a chance to come back in either the 6th or 7th inning. Some other baseball action that was either SOC or Shack. You have Wheelersburg taking on South Webster, Northwest and Waverly, Minford Valley. And Eastern and West, so it seemed like it was more or less a league night for the SOC2 besides Oak Hill. The first pitch to Sams is a line drive to the left side and splits Rothwell and Taylor for a leadoff single.
First baseman, number 21, Joseph Anteby.
Sams now 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI, also a run scored. That'll bring up Joseph Anteby, who is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Pickoff attempt to first base is unsuccessful. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Anteby outside, now 2-0. Lane Swingle awaits on deck, who as of now is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, also 2 runs scored. Takes a hack at the 2-0 pitch and fouls it away, now 2-1 to Anteby. Currently 75 degrees, is about as warm as it's been all day. It's more or less progressively gotten warmer as the week's gone on. Monday, I believe the high was only about, I think maybe 50-ish. It may not have gotten over 50, and then Tuesday it was around 60, and then today at one point getting up to 77, and then tomorrow the high is at 82. So it's more or less been about 10 degrees warmer each day this week. That won't continue through Friday as the high is only 75, so it'll be about as it was today. According to the radar, a 30% chance of rain around 8 o'clock, so we'll see if that affects the next game. Here is looking to advance first to third on the passed ball is Ryland Sams, which he will do so successfully. So Anteby representing the quote-unquote game-winning walk-off run for Oak Hill. That'll bring up Lane Swingle, who once again is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 2 runs scored. First pitch swinging down on the count, 0-1. As somebody's car alarm continues to sound in the parking lot, we'll see if that is taken care of, which it appears it now has been. You never quite know what you're going to see when you come out to the VA, whether it's a skunk in the outfield, somebody's car alarm going off as it starts up again, the fire alarm's going off, or even an out-of-town team tailgating before a high school game in the parking lot, which is quite frowned upon at the high school level. Oh, 2 pitch inside to Swingle. Count is now 1-2. Seems as if our car alarm problem has been solved for the second time, so we'll see if we go for the trifecta here. There's the 1-2 pitch. On the move is Anteby, and swinging foul is Swingle, so Anteby will head back to first. Runners on the corners here. Nobody gone for Lane Swingle. Nate Clutters, the second baseman, awaits on deck from the stretch. Here's the, well, he'll step off the back of the mound, so we'll await the 1-2 offering from Ryan Reed. Here's the 1-2. Liner right back up the middle. That'll get down for a base hit. That'll be an RBI single for Lane Swingle, his 4th RBI of the afternoon.
Second baseman, number 4, Nate Clutters.
Sams comes home to score for the second time this afternoon. Now Anteby 90 feet away from ending this game in 5 innings. Throw down to third is nearly in time to nab Anteby. Nice play by the catcher, Roden. Although I actually believe Caleb Eldridge has now since taken over duties behind the plate for North Adams, as he did come into bat an inning ago, so that's who we'll assume is behind the plate. Here's the 1-0. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Reed inside, now 3-1. Swingle moves from first to second on that previous pitch. Three 3-1 on the way. So that'll load the bases with nobody gone for the designated hitter, Jesse Zachariah. Zachariah 0 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Has been walked once, flew out to center field, and then reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch swinging and foul, so he'll start off this at bat, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, a ground ball to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. And that will end the ball game. A 13-3 run rule victory for the Oak Hill Oaks. Appears we're having a bit of conversation here, although I don't believe it should matter, as that's the ball game. Although I say that, and it appears that all the runners are being sent back to their previous bases, so I guess somehow or another Jesse Zachariah has, well, Zachariah has reached first safely.
The pitcher, number 13, Mason Davis.
So all I can assume is there was some kind of runner interference on Clutters at first base, as Swingle remains at second and Clutters is no longer at first. So Clutters is ruled out on, I would assume, runner's interference. Zachariah reaches, I reckon that's just some sort of fielder's choice. One of the more interesting calls I've seen. This one gets past the catcher, Roden, and 1 pitch later, we have the same result as Anteby comes home to end this one early. A 13-3 win for Oak Hill. They advance to 10-4 on the season. For North Adams, they fall to 3-6 on the season. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll send it down on the field to Carson Francis, who will have an on-the-field interview with presumably Lane Swingle and Mason Davis, but we'll see what we can do. Nonetheless, once again, a 13-3 win for Oak Hill. You're watching Ohio High School Baseball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by OhioHealth.
See everything Southern Ohio Sports Authority presented by OhioHealth has to offer by visiting our website at sosaohio.com for complete coverage of area athletes and teams, including game stories, features, live streams of games, player and coach interviews, nightly scores, area standings, and much more. You can even view and purchase action photos from our more than 100 galleries.
So a 13-3 win for the Oak Hill Oaks. Once again, they move to 10-4 on the season. For North Adams, they fall to 3-6 overall, both with games coming up later on. Well, I say later on, but it's actually tomorrow evening when I believe North Adams will take on, I can't even remember who they play tomorrow. I just looked it up a couple minutes ago. But I know for Oak Hill, they take on River Valley. I'll quickly look up who North Adams faces, if I have time. So I will go ahead and, as I look up who North Adams plays tomorrow evening, as I completely forgot, we'll send it down to Carson Francis, who is on the field with Lane Swingle and Mason Davis. Carson?
Thank you, Dewey. Like you said, I'm down here with Oak Hill's Lane Swingle and Mason Davis. Big win for you guys. You just came out and from the jump, came out, scored, and got it done early. What do you say about how your team played tonight?
We played really good, hit the ball well. We've had a couple struggles hitting the ball till today. Came out 12 hits, done a good job. Mason, done a good job pitching. And that's it.
Started off slow on the mound, but found my groove late in the game and just kept going from there, and I swung the bat. That's all it takes.
You went the whole game tonight, and also at the plate you were 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. What was it like to have a good dual threat performance tonight?
It's great. You know, I love hitting the ball. I love pitching. Been struggling hitting this year, and I'm glad to be hitting again.
And then Lane, 3 for 4, 4 RBIs tonight. You really did a lot for your team at the plate.
Yeah, I've been having some struggles hitting the ball till today. Really saw the ball come in the pitcher's hand. Ended up well.
So you guys pick up your 10th win of the season tonight. You face River Valley tomorrow. Where do you guys go from here to that game and going forward with the rest of your season?
Just keep rolling. Let our pitchers pitch and get in there and hit the ball. That's all we're trying to do.
Just got to keep on heading, get out of the slump. Pitchers got to keep on doing their thing. Defense needs to step up.
All right, thank you, guys. That is Lane Swingle and Mason Davis for Oak Hill after a run rule win against North Adams. Back to you, Dewey.
So as Carson said, that was Lane Swingle and Mason Davis of Oak Hill, who proved to be victorious this afternoon against North Adams. We'll quickly go through the scorecards for both teams. We'll start with North Adams. For Caleb Rothwell, he finishes 1 for 2 with an RBI. For Tyler Reed, goes 1 for 3 with a run scored. Connor Roden, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Nathan Parks goes 2 for 3 with an RBI. And Easton Dalton goes 1 for 3. And then Schubert goes 1 for 2. And the starting pitcher for North Adams goes 1 for 1 with a run scored. Now we'll look over at Oak Hill, who really packed the stat sheet this afternoon, at least for me anyway. The leadoff man, Gavin Howell, goes 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Andy Meldick, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Rylan Sams goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Joseph Anteby, 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Lane Swingle, who we just got done talking to on the field, 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a game-high 4 RBIs. Nate Clutters goes 1 for 3. Jesse Zachariah goes 0 for 3, however, had a run scored and an RBI. And then Mason Davis gets the win on the mound, goes 2 for 2 at the plate, both of those being doubles, and bringing home 2 runs in the process. And then Eddie Albee also had a run scored this afternoon. So Oak Hill advances to 10-4, set to take on River Valley tomorrow evening. North Adams falls to 3-6 overall, and they are set to face West Union at home tomorrow afternoon. But for us up here in the John Wynn press box, that is all we here at Southern Ohio Sports Authority have for you this afternoon. Once again, our final: Oak Hill 13, North Adams 3. Have a great